There is an overabundance of competition TV coming out these days, and a lot of them come up short. But every now and again, there's one that's able to stand out amongst the rest with some great strategy, entertaining competitions, and overall decent gameplay. Which is why today we are going to be talking about the new Peacock original show, The Traitors. We're specifically going to be talking about the US spin-off of it, as there is a UK version as well. Now, while this show itself is new, the concept of the show and the cast may be familiar to you. If you are a Survivor or Big Brother fan, you may notice some of your faves or least faves in the cast. That is because half of the cast of this show are actually already established reality TV stars, while the other half are everyday people. I'm personally glad they made this decision to cast people that we may have already seen before, just because it gives the show a chance to grab a larger audience. Honestly, I don't even know if this show would even be on my radar if it didn't have former Survivor and Big Brother contestants on it, especially since it's on Peacock. I mean, no shade to Peacock, but I mean, barely anybody watches Peacock. Some of the more notable players from this cast are Cirie and Stephenie from Survivor. Both these ladies have played Survivor multiple times, and though neither of them have won the game, they're both seen as strong competitors. Especially Cirie, known by many as the best to never win. We also have two former Big Brother players on this cast, being Cody and Rachel. Honestly, they're not my favorite Big Brother players, but they're not dull to watch either. Well, maybe Cody's a little dull. Rachel, however, was involved in one of my favorite fights in Big Brother history.
I am a good person. I know who I am.
You're such a good person. That's why you were out of here on a unanimous vote.
You can't even keep a boyfriend.
Okay. You can't even stay in the game of Big Brother.
Oh, you stayed in 1 week extra than I did, Reagan.
Well, I guess now 2. Rachel, everything about you is a lie.
Oh,
your
really?
boobs are a lie. Your face is a lie. The only thing honest about you is the pimples on your chin. You're a wicked witch. Why don't you get on your broom and fly back inside?
There's also Brandi from The Real Housewives and Lochte, the Olympic swimmer. They were both on Celebrity Big Brother, so they do get a shout out here, but to be honest, their gameplay left little to be desired. There's also a slew of other random people from various other reality shows. None of them are competition shows though, so I'm not sure if they're gonna have a leg up in this one or not. The rest of the cast is filled with regular people who haven't really been on reality TV before, so we end up getting introduced to them as the episodes progress on a little bit. The show is hosted by Cumming, shout out to Spy Kids, who does a phenomenal job, I must add. He's so dramatic and charismatic. Honestly, this man was just born to entertain.
Now is the time to draw that evil like poison from a wound and banish a traitor forever from the game.
Once all the contestants arrive to the beautiful Scottish castle, Alan explains the rules of the game to the contestants. He tells them that they'll be split into 2 groups, the Faithfuls and the Traitors. The Faithfuls' job is to suss out the traitors and vote them out, and the Traitors' job is to murder, aka vote off, the Faithfuls one by one while keeping their identities a secret. It's very similar to the games Mafia and Among Us. Really, there's nothing too original about the premise. The intrigue lies in the characters themselves and the strategies they implement. Throughout the show, the players will compete in group challenges in order to add money to their prize pot. In the end, the winnings are to be split amongst those left standing. And if there are any traitors left at the end, the traitors take everyone's money for themselves. Pretty straightforward premise, not too complicated. After having the rules explained, it's time for the contestants to all meet and greet and get acquainted. And I just love how cocky some of the quote-unquote celebrities are, even though their fame means pretty much nothing here.
There's 10 people that have never played reality TV before. So I can manipulate them however I want.
I participated in a hit reality show where people were coming for me left and right. So I think that I definitely was born for this game.
Later on that night, it's time for the traitors to officially be chosen. Cumming graces us with a wonderful metaphor, and afterwards he selects the 3 people to be the traitors for the season. In a move that I'm sure was carefully orchestrated by production, Cody from Big Brother, Cirie from Survivor, and Christian, our non-celebrity, are all chosen as the traitors. They are all so excited, and so am I.
I'm so excited. I know I can do this. I can be the final player in this game, and that is the goal.
I'm going to stab and murder and destroy so many people. I'm going to make everyone question every single thing coming out of their mouth.
I'm so excited. I am so excited that I'm a traitor.
I mean, I just thought this was an excellent combination of chaotic people to be traitors. First of all, Cody has extensive experience backstabbing and betraying people from Big Brother, and Cirie was an absolute master strategist on Survivor. Christian is the only one that's new to us as an audience, but you'll quickly see that he is a very entertaining choice. Overall, I just thought that these 3 were great picks for the traitors. So now that our 3 traitors have been selected, it is now time for the first competition of the season. In this game, everyone, including the traitors, are working together to add as much money as they can to their prize pots. This particular mission includes both rowing and scavenging in order to ignite a statue. Honestly, the competition was kind of giving low-budget Survivor challenge, and it wasn't really the most interesting to watch. The stakes are just pretty low since there's not really a winner or a loser here. But in the end, everyone did well, and they were able to collectively add $30,000 to their prize pots. Now, we do get a little bit of drama during this mission from Reza from Shaws of Sunset, though. He was just getting on people's nerves during the competition for being generally loud.
Yes! Yes! You guys, hello? Hello?
Which he continues to do once they get back home.
If I can make a request of the traitors in the room, please take the outcome into consideration.
Reza isn't getting on everyone's nerves though, as he seemed to have formed a semi-alliance with Kate and Brandi.
Already gravitated towards Kate and Reza. That's my little crew, and I mean, I love it.
With all of this drama going on, it is now time for the traitors to discover each other's identities and commit their very first murder. But first, they must swear themselves to secrecy in a divinely dramatic fashion.
Do you commit to lying and deceiving your way through the game?
Yes.
Are you willing to murder one of your fellow players every night?
I am.
Do you vow to keep your identity and those of your fellow traitors a secret?
I do.
Then they made them put on these creepy black cloaks. I just loved all the theatrics here. It makes so much sense for the show, and Cumming is really getting into it. When the traitors all see each other for the first time, it's a mixed bag of emotions. Everyone's super duper excited to have Cirie on their team, but on the other hand, everyone is also super duper nervous about Christian and his big mouth.
And I have Christian. He talks way too much.
Like I said before, this is going to be a pretty dramatic mix of traitors, so I'm really interested to see the damage that they are going to do. The traitors immediately decide to target the trio of Reza, Brandi, and Kate. They're already a tight group, and the traitors won't be able to manipulate them easily. I totally agree that targeting this trio was probably the right choice to make here. The only question is which one of them will be the target. The traitors make their choice and seal it in the envelope, but this episode is ultimately left on a cliffhanger, and the first murder victim remains a mystery for now. And so that's it. That is where we are left off with episode 1. I definitely thought this episode started off a little bit slow, especially since we didn't even get to meet half the cast. But honestly, it does pick up pretty nicely once people start getting emotionally involved, once feelings start getting hurt, once people start fighting. It gets pretty interesting to watch. I think my main criticism of the show is the fact that the traitors are revealed to us, the audience, in episode 1. I understand it from a storytelling perspective, but at the same time, the fact that I don't get to play detective does take me out of the game a little bit. I think feeling like you are also a player involved in trying to figure out the mystery is what makes TV shows like The Mole so captivating to watch. Regardless, I still think that this show is strong enough to keep watching, and I would definitely recommend it for those who like social strategy type games. Of course, I'm interested to know, what do you all think of this show, Traitors? Have you seen it already, or is it something you're going to add to your watch list? Let me know in the comments below. I haven't finished watching the season quite yet, so I'm still super excited to see how it's all going to shake out in the end. I'll talk to y'all later, but until next time, bye.